Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, even a dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and spending part of your day with me. I really appreciate all of your continued support in the form of views and likes and comments and following me over on Instagram. Today I'm super excited to get to share with you the February Authentic Books Premium Box. This box was sent to me for review. It's still one of the newer box subscriptions on the scene, and it's one of my favorites for a couple of reasons, namely the fact that it is so customizable. So every month you get to choose between two newly released novels, often hardbacks, often signed by the author, and then there's 3 different subscription tiers so you can find the one that fits your budget. She has the mini box for $39, and that includes obviously the book, a special Spotify playlist, the booklet that guides you through the experience, a customized bookmark, and then always a candle that goes along with the book, as well as one self-care item. Then they have the full experience, which has all of those things, as well as you choose between a cocktail ingredient or a premium tea, and you actually get 2 self-care items. And then there's the premium experience that is $59. The full box is $49, if I didn't mention that already, which has everything that's in the full box, plus you get an extra self-care item, so you get a total of 3, and you get some premium chocolate. So of course, I would always have to choose the premium box whenever possible. If you're interested in trying out this awesome subscription, you can save 10% using the code Noelle10. I will leave all of the details for you in the description box below. The other thing that is really cool is she always donates 5% to the chosen organization or charity for that quarter. So in the past, we've donated to the Malala Fund, and I just think that's really nice to be contributing to a box that gives back. So let's go ahead and get into this one. I know I'm a little bit late, but I'm a little behind on all of my reading anyway. So inside we just have the beautiful box, and I'm just so impressed though that she curates basically 2 whole boxes every month, one to go with each of the book selections. And then here we go, we've got This Is What I Chose, which is Good Neighbors. And I really appreciate that she actually tells us what the book is instead of just kind of hinting at it, so that I can make sure that I don't get any overlaps with other subscriptions where they just give you a hint at what the book is. So inside it tells us what all of the items are, and it tells us what senses each of the items is supposed to speak to. So there's things that speak to sight, for example, the book. Of course, we have the candle for the sense of smell. And then the self-care items are usually for the sense of touch, obviously. And then, of course, we have those delicious taste items like the chocolate or the tea or the cocktail ingredient. So there's a little like key that even tells you which boxes these items appear in, so you know which level you have. And then also it tells you what page number it corresponds to sometimes. Not all of the items correspond to a page number, but I just think that kind of heightens the experience when it is possible. So here is our book cocktail, which is kind of cool. And of course, if you did choose the cocktail ingredient, it's a cocktail that you would create using that. And then we also have Story Eats. She always includes a recipe that is like lifted from the pages of the book, or that's like evocative of the book's setting, which I think is really fun. I haven't actually done any of the recipes, but again, I just think it's so cool that she really allows you to create this experience, to really immerse yourself in the world of whatever book it is. So our Story Eats for Good Neighbors is a German potato salad, which I actually really love German potato salad because I like that emphasis on the vinegar and less like mayonnaise. And then the book cocktail is called Mermaid Street, which sounds fun. It's got tequila, club soda, and the hibiscus orange blossom ginger syrup, which I'm guessing is in my box because you know I always choose the cocktail syrup versus the tea. All right, so let's go ahead and put that off to the side, and I'll prop everything up in front of me so I can tell you a little bit more about it. I also really just love that the candle is included at all levels, because that is just the easiest way, right, to set the tone for your reading experience. So let me just pull back the tissue paper. So here is the bookmark, and there always has a nice silky tassel to go with it. And there's always a quote from whatever book it is. So it says, "But there are some people whose greatest fear is to be known." So this again is from the book. So that's kind of interesting. You could read that in a couple different ways. And then we have our Spotify playlist, which I haven't done that yet because I get really distracted by music, and I will just like close the book and close my eyes and listen to the playlist. But I do think that it's kind of a fun thing to have. Let me know if you like to listen listen to music when you're reading in the comments below. I guess I just can't like multitask that much. I've never been someone like, even in college and in school, when people be like, oh yeah, I like to listen to this kind of music when I'm working, like especially if it has lyrics of any kind, I cannot listen to music because I just get, I have to focus on one or the other. And usually the music is way more interesting than whatever work I'm doing, but maybe the book will be more interesting in this case. So here in some bubble wrap, because she wants to keep it nice and safe, is our Bang Candy simple syrup. So we've gotten items from Bang Candy before, and luckily I do have some space in the little bar that's in my hutch, so I have this nice lineup of all these awesome syrups. I can't wait until we can actually sort of entertain and I can like make up a big pitcher or at least a full martini shaker of some of these cocktails. But this sounds really good. It kind of sounds like a fancy like hibiscus ginger, basically like margarita to me, even though it doesn't have a lot of citrus in it. But these are handmade simple syrups from Nashville, and I just think it's an easy way to make a great cocktail. And sometimes I don't even follow the like actual recipe, and I just add it to whatever liquor I have on hand, which is usually vodka because it kind of goes with everything. All right, let's see what I've got. So this is a self-care item, and it is in the full and premium experiences. So that means it is self-care item number 2. It says, it's even like got the label on it to match the book. So it says Hidden Secrets, Inspired by Good Neighbors. And I think it's so cool that she works with small businesses to have these items custom made for these boxes. So it's this very pretty blue color, some bath salts, and it says that you should use these around page 29. Now you guys know I'm not like a bath girl, so I'm not someone who like gets into my bath with my like little bookshelf and like reads and stuff, but I'll probably pass these on to someone else, even though I know I could use them for a foot soak. But again, I bet they smell really good. I wonder if they're sealed. Otherwise I might give them a little sniff just to see. Ooh, they smell so good. There's like a fruitiness to them, but like a freshness to them. I don't know what that is. It says Hidden Secrets are moisturizing bath salts perfect for relaxing with a good read. This sophisticated scent will set the mood for unraveling the secrets people hide behind closed doors. I wonder what that scent actually is, but it's really, really good. I would love it in like a lotion or something. All right, so I do wish that there was like a non-bath option, like a tubless option, and I think that's something that a lot of boxes could benefit from, because there are a lot of us that don't take baths or don't even have bathtubs. So I would always like to see that as an option for self-care boxes of any sort, even when they're primarily a book box. So I like to just kind of like wipe all of the dust off of things before I show it to you. And then again, we have a candle from the Price Collective, which does, I think, most of the candles, honestly, for Authentic Books, because they do such a fantastic job. And once again, they have created a label that is just for this. It's called Maple Street, Inspired by Good Neighbors. It's kind of fun. They've like kind of used the same image, the same design, even though they're from different companies. So I love that. They're like branding it for the book. So this is in the scent of candied apple, which is probably going to be a little sweet for me. I do like fruity scents, but I don't like super sweet scents, especially not in candles. But they are such a quality company that it may not give me a headache. Let's see if maybe it has a little bit of more tart smell. It says this is you can start this on page 7, which is good. I might even start it a little bit earlier. There's definitely been times when I have gone through the chocolate and the candle from the box before I've even started the book. I admit it. So it says Maple Street brings you the scent of candied apples. The smell and botanicals pull from the scents and colors of the molten sinkhole that's opened in this quiet neighborhood. So let's give this a sniff. Ooh, oh, it does smell like, it smells like fresh apples. It smells like a fresh apple pie. So not super sweet, not artificial, but look at how they always decorate their candles. There's always something on the top. Like the last one had like some gold leaf, I think. But these are so pretty. And that's actually a really nice scent. It's got a little bit of like, yeah, it smells like an apple pie. It smells like there's a little bit of like spice in there, like sweet spice, but it definitely smells more like fresh apples. There is that little bit of tartness, so I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay with it. All right, let's see what else we've got. We have got a wine soap. That's kind of fun. So I think that means you get to have wine too. So this is from Hand Brewed Soaps. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. Let's see what this one is. This is only in the premium. So this is self-care item number 3. glad again to get this. This is definitely a box where you will feel the FOMO if you don't get it, and if you get one of the lower tiered subscriptions. They're all awesome and you're gonna love them, but if you can splurge and get the premium, I highly suggest it. It says, drinks anyone? Brings you right to the summer nights drinking wine on the porch. Made from Cabernet Sauvignon and has a great lather and won't leave your skin feeling dry. So it says this is page 32, and I love when they have these little like vents on the top. I'm wondering if I'm just wondering what it looks like, if it's just a basic soap or if it has any like color to it. So just like basic soap, no like swirls of Cabernet color to it, but nice like raw edge. I love handmade soaps. But it does, let's see if I can smell it. It doesn't smell like wine. It smells like soap, honestly, but I don't smell like any of that tartness of wine, which is probably a good thing. You don't want to get out of the shower smelling like you spilled wine on yourself and that you need another shower. So I'm just moving some of the purple foozles over so that I can get to the good stuff, you guys, which is some Compartes chocolate, which mine got a little bit bent this time, which is a bummer because one of the great things about these Compartes chocolate bars is the packaging. They are always so stunning, but hopefully I can kind of like mold that back into shape. Now this is really exciting to me because the flavor of this one, I'm just trying to, like I said, kind of get it back into shape because it looks like it got dropped on its corner or something, is cereal bowl. So it's white chocolate, marshmallows, and cornflakes and cereal. And raise your hand or let me know in the comments, I guess that's more efficient, is if you liked the milk that was at the bottom of your cereal bowl. Now I grew up where I did not get to have sweet cereals. I think like the fanciest thing we had was Raisin Bran, and then like occasionally we would have Honey Nut Cheerios, and then it was like not until I was like older that I would like get the really sweet stuff like Corn Pops. But I always loved the milk at the bottom because it was basically just sugar milk. But I know that seems kind of ghetto. It's like just eating the frosting out of the tub, but I love cereal milk. It's so good. So if they can kind of create that in a chocolate bar, I am all here for it. So let me see. This is Compartes Cereal Bowl Gourmet White Chocolate, a cereal lover's dream, creamy white chocolate overflowing with crunchy cereal and sweet marshmallows. So I wonder if there's what kinds of cereals actually in there. It says cornflakes and cereal. So I don't know what cereal exactly, if there's like Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms or what in there, but these are always so good. My husband is always really excited, and I always tell him, I'm like, I'm supposed to wait until I read the book to eat that chocolate, but it's better just not to argue with him too much. It does say that you're not supposed to open this though until page 212, and I can tell you right now that it's not gonna be around by the time I get to page 212. All right, so the self-care item that was in all of the boxes, and usually I will say it feels like the lesser value self-care item is the one that also appears in the mini box, which totally makes sense, is the Face Story Vitality firming mask. So you always gotta love a sheet mask, and that can definitely be part of like a self-care night when you sit down to light your candle and crack open your book. So it says this firming mask uses antioxidant-rich punica granatum fruit extract and moisturizing shea butter for hydrated skin. It says nothing says welcome to the neighborhood better than some neighborly gossip. So it's because there's these little like lips on here talking about gossip. So yes, I'm very excited about the book. It sounds like a good one. I also love, she always includes a little matchbox, and it even says authentic books on it. So I always like to have those out right next to the candle. So I think that was it for all of our items. We got our beautiful candle in Candied Apple from the Price Collective. The cocktail mixer was the Bang Candy Hibiscus Orange Blossom Ginger, or you would have gotten the black loose leaf tea, which was Piper and Leaf Artisan Company Summer Chai. Ooh, that sounds good too. We got the bath salts as well as the wine hand soap and the sheet mask. And then we also got the Compartes cereal bowl chocolate. So all great items. I'm so happy to have all of them, but let's go ahead and look at the book, which of course is the item that's the most exciting. Looks like there's a couple little secrets down here at the bottom that are hiding. So this is kind of cool. There's like a little addition in here. It's a little self-care tracker that even comes with a little pencil, and it's actually from another box that I've opened here on the channel. It has the pencil from She Matters by Boxed In, which is a great self-care subscription that has a lot of these like fun self-care like workbooks, and they even had like a self-care bingo in their last box, which was great. And this is really easy. It's just got like the days of the week on one side and then little things that you can do, so you can see if you can kind of, it's almost like a weird tic-tac-toe, right? But it's got got things like wake up on time, morning yoga, gratitude practice. So they've done a couple of collaborations between Authentic Books and She Matters, which I think is really cool. I love when box owners support each other, just like I love when other unboxing channels support each other. And I just think it's a really great thing to see these female-owned businesses working together. But let's go ahead and look at the book. Like I said, so it's all wrapped up in this like mailer, which is nice, so it keeps it from getting dusty and scratched up by the foozles or the other products that are floating around in there, which I appreciate because I've said it a couple of times, but Authentic Books has made me a hardcover snob. I used to like just not care at all and be like whatever the cheapest version is, because I have very limited bookshelf space these days. But now, because I have so many gorgeous hardcover books with all of the silky tassels hanging out from the bindings, now I just want to continue that. So this is a hardcover, and it does have the little Authentic Books wax seal on it, which I think is a nice touch, so you remember where it's from. But I'm just gonna read from the inside, and this is so cool. We have an author's note, you guys, which is awesome, and then a little book plate with her signature. I love these touches, you guys. It says, "Dear reader, the book you now hold in your hands is a fun and funny and sometimes challenging read. It was my intention to write a page-turner about the America we now inhabit and the roles we play, both by choice and by circumstance. I also wanted to write a novel about motherhood and how hard and lonely it can be in a world where emotional work is undervalued. I hope you find solace in this book. I hope you feel seen. I hope that you conclude that real kindness takes courage and that it is the best gift any of us have to offer. Very sincerely, Sarah Lang." And that's an awesome note and such a cool touch, you guys, for us to have that experience. And I love and thank Natisha so much for putting this subscription box together. It's really sort of ignited my love for reading again, which I thought had been lost to years of grad school. It says, "Welcome to Maple Street, a picture-perfect slice of suburban Long Island is residents bound by their children, their work, and their illusion of safety in a rapidly changing world." So that picture-perfect little neighborhood. "But menace skulks beneath the surface of this exclusive enclave, making its residents prone to outrage. When the Wild family moves in, they trigger their neighbors' worst fears. Dad Arlo's a gruff has-been with a track marks. Mom Gertie's got a thick Brooklyn accent with high heels and tube tops to match. Their weird kids cuss like sailors. They don't fit with the way Maple Street sees itself." Though Maple Street's Queen Bee, Rhea Schroeder, a lonely college professor repressing a dark past, welcomed Gertie and her family at first, relations went south during one spritzer-fueled summer evening when the new best friends shared too much too soon. By the time the story opens, the Wilds are outcasts. As tensions mount, a sinkhole opens in a nearby park, and Rhea's daughter Shelley falls inside. The search for Shelley brings a shocking accusation against the Wilds. Suddenly, it is one mom's word against the others in a court of public opinion that can only end in blood. And the court of public opinion is never the best one. A riveting and ruthless portrayal of American suburbia, Good Neighbors excavates the perils and betrayals of motherhood and friendships and the dangerous clash between social hierarchy, childhood trauma, and fear. So it sounds really good and definitely like something we probably can recognize in our own neighborhoods and communities to some degree, unfortunately. That's the thing that makes humans so wonderful and fascinating and terrible all at the same time. But it sounds like a really good read that I might need to actually get some tea, because it sounds like there's going to be some spilled tea going on here. So let me know what you thought about that description of the book, what your favorite item in this selection was. Again, thought it was a great collection. Of course, my favorite is going to be the candles and the chocolate. Always, always, always. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Definitely check out Authentic Books. Use that code. And hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.